What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about how to throw an epic freaking party, man. I'm talking like Wolf of Wall Street style. I'm talking Great Gatsby style parties. This is going to be like most memorable party anybody's been to type stuff. And this is without spending a lot of your money, so you don't have to worry about that if you're on a tight budget. But again, this is going to be how to throw an epic party with awesome guys, hot ass girls, and make it something that everybody remembers and makes you a cool fucking person. So let's get into it. We're going to go step by step. So step 1 is you need to pick a date 1 month out from the day that you decide you want to do this, and it's got to be on a Saturday night. So put it on your calendar. Saturday night, a month from now. This is going to give you enough time to go through the rest of the steps that we're going to discuss here, and it gives everybody enough time to RSVP to the party and kind of prepare and build up the hype and get ready, all of that stuff. So a month out is step 1. Put it on your calendar, and then what you're going to do is plan to do a house party from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. and then a VIP bottle service table, baby. Let's go, from 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. So it's going to be a 2-act part. There's going to be two portions to the way that you want to do it. So don't worry about the nightclub where that's going to be yet. Don't worry about where you're going to host it yet. But you just need to understand that's the game plan here. So let's move on to step 2. Step 2, and by the way, everybody misses this part, man. Nobody's doing this. I'm feeding you guys diamonds here. So what you need to do is you need to pick a theme for your party. Most people, they want to throw a party and they're hitting up their friends like, hey, throwing a party. It's going to be some drinks, maybe some food. Do you want to come? It's going to be fun. People are like, yeah, for sure. I'll be there. They forget about it. Nobody goes. It sucks. It's boring. And nobody cares. So you need to make your party enticing. You need to make it sellable. You need to make it marketable. You need to make it memorable and unique. So a couple of examples to theme your party out that I've done in the past is the sexy nerd party, for example. So you can kind of see an idea of what that looks like over here. And we're going to get into how to create this graphic and how to um, send out the invites and all of that stuff. But just take that example, right? Sexy nerd party. It's an excuse for girls to dress up hot, and it's an excuse for guys to dress up as, funny or classy or whatever the case might be. And that's the idea behind having a theme, is that it's unique. Most people haven't seen like a sexy nerd party before, so it's pretty memorable. Another one that I did last year, which was pretty successful, was a red flag party. So again, this is different. This is unique. And what we did was we bought little red flags and waved those around, and we had t-shirts that had red flags on them and stuff like that. And the reason it was fun is because it was kind of like an excuse to be on bad behavior when it comes to the theme. So you would kind of like maybe do something a little bit out of pocket and just be like, hey, like, sorry, babe, that's just, kind of one of my red flags. And the thing about the theme is that you do ideally want to make it slightly suggestive, just to kind of encourage a little bit of that sexual tension. Um, and then, okay, step 3, moving forward with, again, nobody's doing this stuff. So you need to create, once you pick your theme, you need to create your marketing flyer. So you're going to have to go on Amazon and order a couple of things that you need, 20 to 50 bucks. If you don't have 2 shekels to rub together to go on to Amazon and take out a couple of things and fucking close this video, go back to your job at McDonald's. But in all seriousness, so you need to get some of your gear and take a tripod photo. So set up a tripod, take a photo wearing the theme. So what you'll do after you take this tripod picture, how do I move this slide back? This picture right here. All right. So once you take that picture, you've gotten your gear. You want to superimpose the photo on a cool background using an Instagram story. This is really easy. What you do is you pull up the tripod photo in your phone, and then you hold down on the person, and it'll highlight and cut out the person, and you can just hit copy. And then you go to your other app, go to Instagram, and go to your story, okay, like you're creating a story, and then select the option to upload a background, and ahead of time download a picture of a mansion or something like that, put that as a background, and then go into text and hit paste, and it's going to paste the photo, your silhouettes, onto the mansion or whatever. So above that, you want to put like sexy nerd party, October 14th, however, whatever the actual date and details of your party are. And what you did is you just basically created a high quality branded flyer, and you're going to be using this. It's going to basically be the cornerstone of the rest of what we talk about here. So save and download the image. Do not post it. So what did you just do? You just brought your party to life, man. Seeing this visual is distinctly different from like a verbal explanation. If you're just trying to say, "Hey bro, like I'm going to throw a sexy nerd party and it's going to be super fun." Like people have to kind of fill in the blanks, and they might have a totally different concept than what you're thinking about, and it may not be as sellable. So this makes it come to life, and it makes it sellable. I mean, look at it. It's almost as if this party has like happened before in the past, or it looks like it's something that is been successful before. So it's a big difference when you make this. So at this point, all you've done is come up with a date that you're going to do it, and a theme that you want to do. Maybe you've gotten a couple of items off of Instagram. You see, I've got like suspenders here, and then this bow tie, and then this super fucking sweet hat that's got the propeller on the top. I've always wanted one of those. All right. All right. Step 4 is so this is the hardest part, admittedly. The hardest part is going to be securing a venue for your house party or your pregame, because remember it's a two-act part. So I live in an apartment. I'm not throwing a party here at my place. So you have to send out the marketing flyer to the connections that you have that have epic houses or homes that are nearby. So what you're going to do is send them the flyer, and then underneath it you'll say, "Does this sound fun? House party 8 to 11, VIP table from 11 to 2 a.m." And start to kind of have that conversation, get that investment buy-in from them. You haven't asked them to host it yet. Just get an idea of like, hey, was this something that you think is a good idea? Get them on board. And this is what makes it free, right? You don't have to rent out Airbnbs. You don't have to rent party spaces and go through all of that hassle. And then get them, ask them to see if they'd be willing to host the pregame, man. Just be like, hey, it's going to be a really tight list of guys. There's going to be a ton of chicks there, and I'll pay for all the alcohol. I'll pay for the table. You don't have to worry about any of that. I'll help you clean up afterwards. We're just going to meet up at your place. We would just have a few drinks, take a few photos, and then head out. So that is the hurdle that you have to overcome. And if you don't, I'm warning you, do not continue. If none of your connections are willing to host the house party from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m., which shouldn't be that hard, but you need to go back to the drawing board and improve your connections and social status. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Go to fucking jail, bro. So, and if you have to cancel it at this point, it's fine, because like you've only sent out that flyer and mentioned it to a small handful of people. It's going to be the people that would be the pregame host candidates. So it's not a big deal. But let's just say somebody does agree. If somebody agrees to hosting the party, or at least just the pregame, then you need to go ahead and send out invitations using the flyer to get a good baseline of some yeses. So you would send out the flyer, then you'd say, "Hey, throwing a sexy nerd party October 14th. It's going to be a house party 8 to 11, table from 11 to 2. Let me know if you guys want to join. It's going to be epic, and I'll save you a spot." So invite all the girls that are on your hot list, which is basically like any girl that you've been trying to become friends with, or maybe kind of get to know a little bit better. Ask them if they want to bring their friends, and this is going to be a really good way for you to reestablish connections with girls that may have kind of gone cold, so on and so forth. So invite guys that you're also trying to network with. You want to invite the guys that you want to bring value to, that you need to bring into your social circle. And make sure to mention to the guys that you're going to keep it at a really good ratio, that it's invite only. And then also you want to mention to the guys and to everybody, actually, just that the alcohol is BYOB, house party. So that way you're solving the problem for needing to buy a bunch of alcohol for a party. And then you'll also want to make sure to mention like to the guys like, "Hey, we're all just going to chip in on the VIP table." Shouldn't really cost that much since there's going to be enough of us to split it up. It won't be a big deal. So you need to send out, step 5 here is you need to send out your invitations using the flyer. And now here's step 6, and I'm telling you guys, nobody is doing this. I'm feeding you guys diamonds. So once you get a good baseline of yeses, you need to create an Instagram group chat. So add everybody that's agreed to go into the chat. Ask them to add other people so that you can have a head count for the table and for the party and stuff like that. So this is encouraging girls to add other girls, and then it's going to encourage guys to add girls because they know the drill. There's a guy in your group chat adding other guys. What the fuck are you doing, bro? And you're gonna have a conversation with him. You're gonna take him off, to the side and have a little powwow. So this is great though to keep the group engaged throughout the process. Keep like as you're going, kind of like trickle in some new people, add new people, give people updates. And another great aspect of this as well is if you're going out or if you're doing any like cold approaching or if you're out on a night before you are throwing this party, you can bring this up in conversation. Hey, you may want to come to this party I'm throwing. It's going to be fucking sweet. It's a sexy nerd party, and they might want to go. And you add them into the group chat, and you can just turn a stranger into somebody that's on your guest list while you're out and about. So for all of the cold approach guys and everything, instead of trying to get her out on a date or whatever, throw her something that's way more valuable. Same goes for guys as well. So, all right, step 7. Now, once you've got a group chat that's pretty full and you're feeling pretty confident that it's gonna be a success, you want to book the VIP table at a close by hotspot. So, book it, figure out who's available, get the best table you can get, and then send the confirmation in the group so more proof that this is happening. Should be, maybe now at about maybe 2 weeks out from the party. Don't wait for less than 1 week out to do this, or else there's not going to be any availability for tables. And this is the point of no return. So at this point, after you book the table and you send the confirmation in the chat, you're in too deep to back out now, bro. You're fucking doing this. So after you book that table, now we're moving on to step 8, which is basically just be brave, bro, and do it. I know that it is nerve wracking and it makes me nervous still to this day. I get really like just anxious about if everybody's going to have fun, if they're going to show up, but it's always worth it in the end, man. So just do it, throw the party, take a bunch of pictures, get a bunch of videos, and you want to make sure to, kind of edit the pictures with Face app, just just to make the girls look hot so that they want to keep them, repost it, post the flyer on your IG story, post the pictures, tag the venue, tag other people, get reposts, and then make sure when you are at your VIP table, you got to get the bottle sign to say "sexy nerd party," bro. That's like the peak of the night. It's when it all comes together and everybody in the club is looking at you guys and you're sexy nerds and you're gonna like just be fucking flipping everyone off, going nuts. So you also want to make sure to pay for the VIP table on your own credit card that night. So just take care of the bill. You'll get all the rewards and cash back by doing this. Whoops. You're gonna get all the rewards and cash back, and you're gonna recoup the funds later. So that is step 9, is after you throw the party. So step 9 is you do need to collect. This is, a part that has a little bit of finesse to it, but it really actually shouldn't at all, because you're just going to reach out to the guys that were at your table that were drinking on the bottle. So you got to, take mental note of that. And you need to reach out to them the next day and basically do the math, like figure out what was the grand total, how many guys were there, divide it up, and figure out the equal share. So reach out via text and say, hey man, awesome night, thank you so much for coming, bro, that was epic. And then after that, you're gonna send them a picture, just like a quick, picture proof, right, of the bill. Break down the math for them and just say, hey, there's, here's a bill. There's 10 of us. That makes it to whatever per person. Send me your cut via Venmo. So this should really be pretty easy to do. It should be really cheap compared to the value that they, got from the night, especially because if you think about it, okay, $1,000 tab, which is like 3 bottles of Grey Goose. If there's only 6 guys at your table, That works out to 166 bucks each. So on a regular night out, if you go to dinner and you have drinks and people are running up tabs, most people probably spend between 100 bucks to 150 bucks out on a night anyways. So this is going to be pretty close. So I mean, honestly, it really shouldn't be a problem to collect. You don't want to collect from the person that hosted. Obviously, you told them it would be free, so don't worry about that. And then if you do happen to have someone that doesn't ever pay you or get back to you, well, that's fine. But they have super bad will towards you now. They will owe you, and eventually, I'm telling you, you'll get that money. You'll get that money back. Even you might have to follow up a couple times, but people will pay. And that's it. You just successfully threw an epic party and only paid your fair share. Congratulations. Now, the benefits. So, why would someone want to take the time and do this, man? I can tell you from personal experience the benefits, which are social proof all over social media and photos, video content that's going to be out there. It's just good for your personal brand. It just kind of builds up your social capital, and then free selection. Women see you with other women online and then offline, and it's going to increase your attractiveness. And then you're the leader of the tribe. You executed the entire plan. You were the leader step by step, and this is going to increase your social status and attractiveness to girls and also to other guys too. Guys respect leaders. Women are attracted to leaders. And you also unlock the law of reciprocity, meaning you're more likely now to get invited to somebody else's party, and people are going to be much more um, they're going to be much more willing to make you feel included in the future. So that's it. That's the end of the video, man. That's how to throw an epic party from start to finish without spending a lot of money. So subscribe. Let me know which video you guys want to see next. Peace.